young, Hispanic, female, Republican, South Floridian, and education figure. The descriptors for Miami-Dade School Board member Raquel Regalado make her a natural fit for Guth Scott to consider as a replacement for Jennifer Carroll, who just resigned her post as lieutenant governor amid a scandal connected to an internet gambling company. Word of Regalado being approached rippled through Miami City Hall today, where her dad, Thomas Regalado, is mayor. Raquel Regalado, who was initially approached Thursday to see if she wanted to be considered, didn't return calls for comment. It's quite a surprise, considering that Regalado supported Alex Sink, Scott's Democratic opponent, in the 2010 governor's race. In addition to Regalado, Miami State Senator Sandra Flores is also under consideration. She, too, has education roots, is Hispanic, female and Republican. See a pattern. It's a nod to the fact that Scott wants some diversity on the ticket, as he had with Carroll, the first black lieutenant governor. Although Carroll, a Caribbean American from Trinidad, was primarily chosen to join Scott's ticket in 2010 for two other primary reasons: gender and military background. She was a Navy vet. With the Hispanic vote growing and highly sought after, a Hispanic candidate is close to a must for Scott, but it's no guarantee. Regalado has solid name ID in Miami-Dade's Cuban American circles. Cuban Americans are a key constituency for Republicans in Florida, and Scott has room for improvement. His mishandling of a Cuba contracting bill is still fresh in the minds of exiled leaders. Also, though Cuban Americans are largely Republican voters, they're breaking more and more toward the Democratic Party along with younger voters in Florida. And unlike Flores, Regalado has the reputation of being more centrist. Conservatives would say liberal in her political leanings. Education is also a key issue for Scott. It helped kill his poll numbers early in his term when he called for cutting more than $1 billion from schools. Scott has tried to fill the hole both in education and in his popularity ever since. This year, he wants teachers to get a raise. The legislature will probably say no, but we'll see at session's end, May 3rd. By then, Scott will be closer to making the decision on his large. It's likely he'll decide weeks after the close of the lawmaking session, not immediately afterward. After all, not only is the lawmaking session taxing enough, the post-session period is time-consuming because Scott has to decide what bills to sign, veto or allow to become law. And if there's one thing Scott learned from choosing Jennifer Carroll, it's that he needs to make the right pick, whether it's Regalado, Flores, a politician from elsewhere in Florida. We've also heard former Fort Lauderdale Senator Helen Bogdan's name, or perhaps a teacher plucked from the front lines of education, of whom no one in Tallahassee has ever heard. Read more here. http://miamiherald.typepod.com/nakedpolitics/2013/03/ Another LG name surfaces from Miami School Board's Raquel Regalado. HTML number sign story link equals CPE